What's your thoughts, Canada?
Well, actually, my boyfriend and I got in a huge argument over him saying that the world works in generality.
Oh no.
Oh,
And I was like,
wait, he said that the world works in generalities.
yes, and I said, well, it was a specific argument, and I just said there's more nuance and like context with things. You know, I feel like certain situations you need to look. You can't just generalize. You know what I'm saying?
can't,
Like you have to analyze the situation. Just like we interviewed everyone. Everyone had different answers. People come from different backgrounds. They have
Not
different
really. You guys
religious
agreed on
points.
most things.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, people do have their different, backgrounds, different religions, different ethnicities.
Does he watch the show at all?
He used to watch the show.
You used to?
Used to?
Nigga, it's
What
why
they do to him?
It's why he dated you.
We fought about it. We fought about it a little bit, you know.
See? That's messed up,
And
man.
yeah, he used to watch the show, and I would get a little triggered sometimes.
What
But
triggers you the most?
It's not that. You know what? You guys are actually very similar, and it kind of. Yeah. So honestly, I agree with a lot of the stuff that he would say and that you would say on the podcast. It's just the delivery for me.
Of course.
The
How you
delivery.
How
said
he said
mine.
it.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what's funny? If you actually watch the show, listen to us, he wouldn't date you.
Yeah, he would.
He wouldn't date
Yeah, he
you at
wouldn't.
all.
Pardon?
I'm saying if your boyfriend followed the show, to be real.
Oh no. Well, he watched it for entertainment purposes.
He didn't watch the daytime shows.
No,
Yeah.
he doesn't.
He watched After Hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, hey, man, I mean, hope y'all work out and everything else like
that's
that.
cool.
But yeah, the world. So what would you guys talk about in specific when he said that the world operates in generalities and you were talking about more nuanced stuff?
Give us
What was
one
it about?
example.
Yeah,
No,
what was it about?
just like it would just be like a broad sweeping statement, like women like men that blank. And it's not true. Like not all women like certain types of men. There's women that like.
What was the specific thing he acknowledged?
I can't remember exactly.
Was it
what
height, money,
No, it had to
status?
do with like them being like dominant and having like the final say with things.
That is what women are attracted to.
Well,
in general.
I do agree, but I was just saying that not all women, not all women. I don't like
it's
this
very
broad sweeping
close-minded
statements.
when you say in general, like it's just close-minded. Like we
Question
all
for
know.
you: do you want a guy that you could boss around?
No.
No, not boss around.
So
but
thanks for
I
proving my
like,
point.
No, I like a guy
never
who we
said I
can come to a
disagreed.
common ground.
I said I
we can come
agree.
to a
But
common.
you can't admit that most guys are pretty much the same in some ways.
Obviously,
So,
but like
so that means generally they're gonna do the same things, right? So put that women now. Generally, you can do the same things because you're pretty similar. So we're just saying in generalities, it makes sense.
It's interesting because they'll say
that's
like,
just
"Oh,
how you guys have to put
it's
things
not,
to understand.
and not everything is
it.
general." And then I said, "Well, what was it about?" Oh,
And you agree.
because that women like dominant men. Well, that's actually true. Women in general do like that. Well, dude, I don't know. And then I asked her, "Well, do you want a guy you can boss around?" No. So you want a dominant guy. So that proves our point even more.
Right.
Listen, there's a gray area.
I don't want to be bossed around. I don't want to boss around.
A dominant man doesn't boss you around, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll just like they should.
This is what I've realized about women. This is what I've realized about interviewing almost 3,000 y'all.
Yeah.
You guys all want to say that you're special and different, so you guys dislike general assessments of how things work, because what it does is it puts you in a box with a bunch of other people, and women like to feel special. But the cold reality is that you're not special.
To you.
See, of course.
I just say,
You know I had to add that in there.
Yeah, but the reality is that you guys are way more similar than you guys think you are.
Okay.
That's what I think. That's where the issue lies. Is that like men are okay with this? Like we are okay with all thinking the same and having a very similar system
That's
mindset.
a problem.
It's actually not. Makes things. That's why men are extremely easy to please.
Realistic.
But women, on the other hand, like have this crazy mindset that like I'm different from every other chick and I'm special. And that's actually what fucks women up so much, is that they think that they're different and special. But the reality is a lot of you guys are the same.
But we give that to you guys. Like I think there's a lot of differences in men, and that's why I chose the partner that I have, is because he has the characteristics that like align with my values.
You
And
settled.
I think that's why he chose me as well.
You settled.
Like what?
Like he's like a provider type mindset. He's religious. Well, he believes in God and we pray together and things like that. He takes the lead. He's a dominant man.
Question:
But
was your ex
guys
like
in
that?
general.
The one I gave you the kid, was he like that?
No.
God-fearing,
No.
responsible provider.
No. So that was a mistake on my part. So I'm doing better. You know?
What are you
So
gonna
he
get
wasn't
at?
your first pick then,
Who?
your current boyfriend.
Yes, he was. That's what I'm saying. I'm with him now because I chose him based on the characteristics that I see he's different from other guys.
But your first pick was the first guy.
No, my first pick was my current relationship.
No, I'm saying you had a kid with the first guy. that wasn't nothing like the guy today. The guy today is your last pick.
What is that? What were you getting at? I'm like lost.
Saying she chose the archetype of a guy from before. She changed her, I guess, choice on guys because it didn't work out to a new guy.
Yeah,
So
because when
technically,
I was
he's
in
your last
high
pick.
school,
Yeah,
I
Have fun.
thought like, you know, we have fun together, whatever. You know, we were young, and I just like fell in love. It was my first serious relationship.
grew up,
yeah, you know, so
Young.
I
dumb, stupid.
now I base my I'm selective, you know, like I won't date a guy if he doesn't believe in God, if he's politically
Put it this way, she knows what she
or
wants this time.
he's
You know she's talking.
yeah, if he's like, you know, politically
right.
left leaning or like he took the jab or something, you know, like that crazy, like
Okay.
stuff like that.
All right.
Cool.
All right.
What about you? What are your final thoughts?
This was a fun